So we begin with the question of May 2019. Question number 3, that's what we have talked. And the question reads that Jaribu Limited has been facing challenges in the control of operating costs. A consultant has advised the management that they need to understand the behavior of the cost for control purposes. The management accountant has provided the following data, which relates the production of 250 units. So we have all that, and then we are told to formulate a cost function in the form of y is equals to a plus bx using accounts analysis method. Using accounts analysis method. So we are dealing with the question of May 2019, question 3A. May 2019, question 3A. And the question is on accounts analysis method. The question is on accounts analysis method. So in the account analysis method, we prepare a table of this design. We have the cost item here, the cost item. Then if it is variable, we put the amount here. And then if it is fixed, we put the amount there. So looking at the question, the first item is direct materials. Direct materials. Now, direct materials, as we know, is a variable cost. So we are going to record 80,000 here. Then direct labor. Direct labor, again, as we know, is a variable cost. So we are going to put 120,000. In direct labor, even the examiner has informed us, and even if we were not informed, we should know, and we know that in direct labor is a fixed cost of 3,000. And then in direct materials, indirect materials is also a fixed cost of 18,000. A fixed cost of 18,000. And then depreciation is a fixed cost of 7,000. Rent is also a fixed cost of 15,000. 15,000. So with that, we add now these figures. So I want you to add and give me the figures. Give me the total variable costs. The total variable costs. Add and give me the total variable costs. Yes, Maureen, 200,000. Fixed costs, if you add them. $43,000, yes. 43,000. So the next thing that you do is to say that B should be the total variable cost of 200,000. You divide by the number of units. The number of units in this question are 250. 250. So divide that by 250 and tell me what is the answer. Waiting for the answer. 800. 800. Thank you, Maureen. Then A is 43,000. Thus, cost function is y is equals to 43,000 plus 80x. The cost function is y is equals to So I think we are okay, and we should now proceed to part B of the question. Part B of the question says, F.O.M.A Limited operates a separate cost accounting and financial accounting systems. The following information for the year ended 30th of April 2019 is available. So we are given all that, and we are required to make those books of accounts. Oh, I'm told this is 800, not 80. Thank you. Is 800. 800. So we are dealing with the question of May 2019, question 3B. May 2019, question 3B. And this question has come from the topic we call bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is about bookkeeping. And we are told to prepare several accounts. We are told to prepare several accounts. Told to prepare several accounts. So the first one they want is the stores control account. Stores control account. Stores control account. I want to skip kidogo and bring finished goods account down here. This is like a small one. Finished goods account. The other one that we are told to do is work in progress account. Work in progress account. Then the last one they require is production overheads account. Production overheads account. Production overheads account. Those are the 4 accounts that are required. Have you finished drawing the accounts? When you finish, you write yes. Jamal and Paris, have you finished drawing? Paris, yes. Jamal? Okay, good. So we can begin recording. We are told the following information for the year ended 30th April 2019 is available. Cost of goods, cost of finished goods produced. So when we have goods produced, they are being produced from work in progress and being taken to the finished goods account. So we will debit the finished goods account because of work in progress, 512,050. Then you go to the work in progress where those goods have come from. Because of the finished, you write 512,050. 512,050. Cost of goods sold. When we sell, we debit cost of sales account and credit finished goods account. Now, the examiner did not want the cost of sales account, so we are not going to prepare it. But when we come here, we will say because of cost of sales, we credit here 493,460. We credit there, those are goods that were sold. Direct materials issued. Materials are issued from the stores and taken to the work in progress. So we go to the stores and we credit it because of work in progress. Because of work in progress account, we took 197,750. That is what was taken out, so we credit that. Then we go to the work in progress and we debit it because of the stores. 197,750. 197,750. Then direct wages. When we have direct wages, we debit work in progress account and credit wages account. So because we do not have the wages account, we will just do a debit here because of direct wages. Direct wages. Actually, we should have just called it wages, but it's still okay. Because of the wages, 85,480. 85,480. Production overheads as per the financial account. When you see the financial, that means it's what was paid. It is what was paid. So when we pay, we debit the overheads account and credit the finance. So because of the financial ledger, which is what we used to pay, we have 208,220. 208,220. Direct materials purchases. When we buy materials, we debit stores and credit the finance ledger. So because of the financial ledger, we have to debit here with an amount of 216,590. 216,590. 590. Then from there we are told in the cost account, additional depreciation of 12,500 is to be charged. So we are supposed to charge depreciation, and what you do there, you debit the overheads account and credit the asset or the depreciation account. So let's just charge here depreciation amount of 12,500 supposed to be taken there. Production overheads are absorbed at the rate of 250% of direct wages. So the absorbed overheads, they go to the work in progress. They go to work in progress, and we are told it is 250%. 250% of direct wages. Direct wages was 85,480. Work out this and give me the answer. 250% of 85,480. According to Paris, 213,700. So 213,700. Yes, Mohammed also confirms. Okay, with that we proceed. The following were the balances as at 1st of May 2018. Oh, those were opening balances. We should have opened with them, but now that we did not, we shall still bring them here. Balance brought down for the stores, it is 54,250. Remember, in cost accounting, we don't have guiding principles. So though we know it should have been the first, there is no harm bringing it even there. We don't have to comply with the standards. For the work in progress, the balance brought down is on this side. Balance brought down, we have 89,100. Then from there I have the finished goods balance brought down. Balance brought down as 42,075. 42,075. So we are through with the recordings. So we balance the accounts. We balance the accounts. So this one, we get the balance carried down. The balance carried down. Tell me the balance carried down of these accounts. We have 216, 590 plus 54, 250 minus 197, 750, 73,090. $73,090, and that account is closed. Let's go to the finished goods. 512,050 plus 42,075 minus 493,416. What is the balance carried down? The balance carried down in that account, 6665. So that account is closed. Then we go to the work in progress. Oh, for the work in progress, there is something we did not bring. Sorry, this one. So first of all, we bring the overheads. The overheads of 213,700. We should have brought it there. And when you do that, the balance carried down is 73,980, and that account stands crossed. And then finally you come to the overheads account, 208, 220 plus 12,500 minus 213, 700. So this one should go to P&L. You can either call it balance carried down, or you can take it to P&L as an other absorption. You can take it to P&L as an other absorption. So that is how you are supposed to address such a question. And if you are okay, you can say yes so that we proceed to the next question. Mohammed is okay. Maureen also okay. Jamal, Simon, Paris, Alfred. Okay. So question 4 is asking, identify 4 differences between job order costing and process costing. So that is about May 2019, question 4A. May 2019, question 4A. And the question is on costing methods. Specifically, is asking about the differences. The differences. So the first one is job order costing. Job order costing. And the second one is process costing. Now with the job order costing, it is production is done according to Specifications of the customer. Specifications of the customer. Production is done according to specifications of the customer, but on this other one, production does not consider specifications by the customer. Specifications by the customer. So there we are not concerned. We are not concerned with what the customer says or what the customer has not said. The second one is that production is not divided into distinct stages. But here, production is divided into distinct stages called processes. Called processes. There are specific stages of production, and we normally refer to them as processes. Something else is that only one unit of a product, only one unit of a product is produced at a time. Is produced at a time. But here, many units of a product are produced at a time. Are produced at a time. Many units of a product are produced at a time. Units produced are not similar. But on this other one, units produced are identical. They are identical. So those are the differences between, or some of the differences that you can cite between the two costing methods. So we got part B of the question that says that Better Care Limited is a health facility that operates 2 branches in the country named Tibu and Afri. For the month of April 2019, the following information was availed: number of beds, number of inpatients, average stay days, number of outpatients. We have the costs breakdown. Tibu branch, Avia branch. Now for each branch, compute cost per patient and cost per outpatient. So this one is on service costing. It's a question of service costing. The service costing. And here we are dealing with cost per patient. Cost per patient. So we have the branch here. We have the branch. Whoever tested this question must have been very friendly to the students, because you only needed to say Tibu here and Afia. You start with the inpatients. You start with inpatients. And what you do, you go to the table where the costs are given. You can see in Tibu, the inpatient costs are 16,285,590. And for the Afia, the cost is 12,166,840. Then you turn to the other page where you are given the number of patients. The inpatients in Tibu, they were 23,472. And the inpatients in Afia, they were 8,165. So the cost per patient is very simple like this: 16,285,590 divided by 23,472, and I'm getting 693.83. Then 12,166,840, you divide by the 165, and I'm getting 1490.12. Then we go to the outpatients. The outpatients. To the outpatients, we start with the costs. In Tibu, it is 8,288,050. And in Avia, it is 4,487,720. Then if you go back to check where the outpatients are numbered, this is 216,500 and this is 63,920. 920. So you just divide 288,050 divide by 216,500 and you get that 8 shillings 0.28. Then 44,87,720 divide by, I'm getting 70.21. 70.21, and that will be all. That will be all. When you are finished, write the word finish. Yeah, I think we have finished. So going now to the next question, number 5. We are told summarize 6 functions of a budget committee. So our question of May 2019. May 2019, question 5A. It is asking about functions of a budget committee. The budget committee. functions of a budget committee. Number one is development of general policies of budgeting in a company. They are the ones who come up with the policies on how budgets will be done in the company, how budgets will be done. Number two, they provide assistance to line managers, on preparation of budget estimates. So they help the line managers in coming up with the estimates, saying what they want to be done. That is the work of the budget committee. Number three, they receive and review budget estimates from various departments. So, in as much as they assisted in the preparation, it is their work to receive those budget estimates, and then they review them. They decide whether. Another one is that they give suggestions. On modifications of budget estimates. So once the departments table their estimates, they are told hapa mnaweza hivi, hapa mngefanya hivi, hapa hamngefanya hivi. Those kind of things. Another very important function is that it approves the revised budget. The revised budget or budget estimates, once they recommend changes and people have revised them, then the budget committee another one is that they identify responsibilities for poor performance, and recommend corrective actions. As in they are able to pick who was responsible for what, especially when things did not work well. And they recommend corrective. What is it that should be done so that we punish that person? Closely related to that, they give suggestions on improvement of efficiency, improvement of our own efficiency. What is it that we can do so that we run our business in a very efficient way? Another thing is that they control or they coordinate. They coordinate budget control mechanisms. Budget control mechanisms. So they are there to help or to coordinate, to ensure that everyone who is supposed to take part is doing what should be done, and to ensure that the company does not suffer. Are we through with that? Say my yes if you are through. Oh, good, good. So the next one is F.O.M.A Limited manufactures two products, XL and YL, using two types of materials, M and N. The following information relates to the production activities of the company in the month. So we have budget sales, budget materials, inventories, and now we are told to come up with those budgets. We are told to come up with those budgets. So once again, it is the question of May 2019, question 5B, and this one is on what we call functional budgets. It's on what we call functional budgets. So the first one is sales budgets. So sales budget. Now sales budget, as you know, is the easiest. Sales budget. It is the easiest because we have details here. Then we have units. We have price. And then revenue. So for the first product, it is XL. XL. The units are 1250. and the selling price is 215. So you are supposed to take 1250 times 215. Give me that amount. 1250 times 215. $268,750. 268,750. That is for the first product. For the first product. We proceed to do the same. We proceed to do the same for the second product, which we can see is called YL. The units are 3011 and the price is 302. So times 302. Multiply that. 939,522. 939,522. So that is the sales budget. The next one is production budget. Production budget. So for production budget, I told you the first column here is details, where we start with the projected sales or just sales. Then you say add closing stock. You add closing stock. Then you less opening stock. And when you do so, you get units produced. Units produced or production units. Units that need to be produced. So here we have product XL. We have product YL. So for XL, the projected sales are 1250. YL is 3,111. If you look at where we are given the inventories, we are told the closing stock is 501 here, and here it is 333. Then the opening stock here is 200, and here is 443. So based on that, give me the units to be produced for XL. The units that must be produced for XL. Yeah, 1551. And the units to be produced for YL $3,001. 3,001. Good. Next is material usage budgets. Materials usage budgets. Materials usage budget. So we have details. We have product XL followed by product YL and then the total. So, starting with material M. You will take the units to be produced here, 1551, 3001 times. Each one requires how many kilos? If you go up there, for M, X requires 6, and this one requires 2. So if you take your, yes, Paris, if you take your calculator, 1551 times 6, it gives you 9,306. Then this times 2 is 6,002. If you add 9306, you get 15,308. 15,308. Then you proceed to material N. Material N. Now for material N, you also do the same thing. You bring the units produced here. The units produced multiplied by the requirements, that is 4, and this is 2. So this will still be 6,002. Then if you take 1551 times 4, it is 6204. Ukiongezea 6,002, you are left with 12,206. So that is the materials usage budget. Materials usage budget. And the last one is materials purchase budget. Materials purchase budget. Materials purchase budget. So in the materials purchase budget, we have details here. And in the details, we have usage or expected usage. Expected usage, or you can just say usage. Then again, you say add closing stock. You add closing stock. Then you say less opening stock. And then you get units purchased. Units purchased or units to purchase. Then you bring unit costs. And finally, you will get something we call purchase costs. Finally, you will have something we call purchase costs. So we have two materials, M and N. Two materials, M and N. So according to our workings, M has expected usage of 15,308. N has 12,206. And in the question, the closing stock is 100 here, and this is 155. Opening is 221, and this is 50. And unit cost, this is 90, and this is 60. So proceeding appropriately, I will have 15,308 plus 100 minus 221. I get 15,187. And when you multiply by 90, you should record 1,366,830. Then 12,206 plus 155 minus 50, you get 12,311 times 60, 738,660. 738,660. So that is all. Are we okay? Yeah, I can see we are okay, and therefore I need to proceed. We need to proceed to the next agenda. So we are now in the paper of November 2018, where we are told X, Y, Z deals in the purchase and sale of hardware products. The company recorded the following transactions in relation to product JL40 during the month of September 2018. Then additional information is that the opening stock on 1st of September comprised 7,000 units produced at cost of 27. On 9th of September, the company reported a shortage of 400. On 20th, 1,000 units sold were returned. Operating expenses amounted to 250. Using FIFO method, we prepare all those. Did we solve this question in class? Or maybe let me ask this way. Should I solve the question? If you think I need to solve it, I think I solve. Let me put it that way. We solve or we go to next. So I think I either solve or next. Maureen says next. Mohammed next. Simon next. Alfred next. Was not responded. Jamal. Let me see. Jamal also says next. So I think then we are okay with that question. And I should therefore proceed to part B. Part B, we are told the total maintenance cost and machine hours of Jumbo Limited for 10 months were as follows. So we are given that, and we are told using the least squares method, formulate the cost function. Formulate the cost function. So that is the question of November 2018. Question 1B. November 2018, question 1B. It is on what we call least squares method. Least squares method. When you come across the least squares method, the first thing is to give us the format. Format we know so well is usually y is equals to a plus bx. where we know that if we are looking for B, we say B is equals to N sum of xy minus sum of x sum of y. You divide this by N sum of x squared minus sum of x. You square that. Then A is sum of y minus B sum of x. You divide by N. Then from there, you proceed to prepare what we call analysis table. What we call analysis table. An analysis table has 4 columns. The last one being y squared. The last one is y squared. The second last is xy. The next one is x. Sorry, this should be xy. Let me put xy here. And then I need x squared. Then I need y. And I need x. For you, you don't need x squared. I mean y squared. You're not computing the correlation. So this is what I'm calling analysis table. Analysis table. And in the analysis table, you can see the maintenance cost are in thousands, but the machine hours are not in thousands. Now, I've always told you data should be in the same format. So to ensure that data is in the same format, I will prefer to have this one in thousands, 0.4 versus 916, 0.24 versus 880, 0.08 against 480, 0.4 against 1200, 0.32 against 800, 0.24 against 640, 0.16 against 560, 0.48 against 1200, 0.32 against 880, and 0.16 against 440. You must convert them that way. If you don't, your answers will be wrong. Your answers will be wrong, and the examiner will just cancel you. Because you not have answered the question the way is supposed to be answered. So then from there you quickly start working where you say 0.4 plus 0.24 plus 0.08 plus 0.4 plus 0.32 plus 0.24 plus 0.16 plus 0.48 plus 0.32 plus 0.16. I'm getting 2.8. 2.8. So you can also be setting your totals so that we agree. 960 plus 880 plus 480 plus 1200 plus 800 plus 640 plus 560 plus 1200 plus 880 plus 440. I'm getting 840. Then 0.4 times 960 is 384. Sorry, that is now here 384. So I need to do the square first. So this is 0.16. 0.24 square is 0.0576. 0.08 square is 0.0064. 0.4 square is 0.16. 0.32 square is 0.1024. 0.24 square is 0.0576. 0.16 square is 0.0256. 0.48 square is 0.2304. 0.32 square is 0.16 square is 0.0256. So plus 0.1024 plus 0.2304 plus 0.0256 plus 0.0576 plus 0.1024 plus 0.16 plus 0.0064 plus 0.0576 plus 0.16. I'm getting 0.928. 0.928. 0.24 times 880 is 211.2. 0.08 times 480 is 38.4. 0.4 times 1200 is 480. 0.32 times 800 is 256. 0.24 times 640 is 153.6. 0.16 times 560 is 89.6. 0.48 times 1200 is 576. 0.32 times 880 is 281.6. 0.16 times 440 is 70.4. So if you add 281.6 plus 576 plus 89.6 plus 153.6 plus 256 plus 480 plus 38.4 plus 211.2 plus 384 is 2540.8. Now from there, we are supposed to substitute. So I'll proceed here and say that B should be N. N is 10 times sum of XY 2540.8 minus sum of X 2.8 times sum of Y 840. All this you divide by N times sum of X squared, which is 0.928 minus 2.8 times 2.8. So now give me the answer to that. Give me the answer to that. I'm waiting for the answer. Yeah, good. I can see 2011.1. 0.11. Let us go for the value of A, which is sum of Y 840 minus 2011.11 times 2.8. You divide by 10. So give me that. $240.892. 240.892. So the question had requested us to get a cost function. So cost function is y is equal to 240.892 plus 2011.11x. So we proceed to the next question. The next question says, explain the following terms as used in management accounting. That is November 2018, question 2A. That question is what we call terms. And the first term that we are told to define is called cost audit. And this is the verification of cost records and determination of compliance. Determination of compliance with costing plans. We are able to verify, or is about verifying the records and checking whether they comply with our original plans. The other one is called continuous costing. Continuous costing. And this is used where products or production is done in a continuous pattern, it's done in a continuous pattern whereby all costs are accumulated and shared to good units produced to ascertain cost per unit, to ascertain unit costs. That's all that we mean by continuous costing. It's where we are doing things in a continuous way, then we combine. A very good example is process costing, where we are doing in a continuous way, then we accumulate. Book up how we get the unit cost. We are able to know how much is the next one. They are asking us to tell them what it is conversion costs, which we know so well. And this one we know, these are costs involved in changing raw materials to finished goods. Raw materials to finished goods, which are mainly labor and production overhead costs. We know that conversion cost is made up of labor and overheads, and then the cost of changing raw materials to finished goods. Changing raw materials to finished goods. So I think we will call it a day at junction. Then we shall pick up from there in the next lesson, because I can see we only have 2 more minutes remaining. And when I start the next question, we will not finish within good time. Thank you so much. Have a great day. So what you can do, these recordings, you'll find them in my YouTube channel. We will send to you the link, so you can watch them there. And when you get there, you can watch the channel, and then you like it, and you also subscribe. You'll be able to see that. We'll send the link, and you see that. Thank you so much, and have a good day.